What's up, guys? It's Hypo Slug here, and today,
What's up, boys? It's racoonjesus at you again.
And today we have an interesting story for you that actually happened not too long ago.
A really special story.
No, within 12 hours this happened.
That involves you boys here.
It was pretty fun. So,
I guess a little backstory. I've been stuck at Hypo Slug's house here for a minute or two, and sorry, let me move the mic. Oh God, yeah, just let me touch everything. Oh, I was gonna put that there. No, are you gonna get on this?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm putting it back then. Sorry, guys, for the loud. So so a little backstory. Hypo Slug and I have been friends for a very long time.
A good minute.
A good few luncheons. Is that how that word is used?
Breaks.
For a few breaks.
A few luncheons. Yeah, we threw a couple.
We threw a couple luncheons. So we've been friends for a while, and I was at work on Friday. So where we live, it's pretty. It doesn't snow very often, and when it does snow, it's more or less an ice storm instead of like a snowstorm. And it usually gets pretty bad because we have a lot of trees, and then the ice doesn't melt as fast, but it turns into slush, and then when the slush freezes, fucking goes off, litty titty. So when the ice turns back, when the slush turns back into ice, everything gets worse. And so I thought it would be a really good idea Friday night when it was supposed to come to go out to dinner and crash the night with Hypo Slug. So we did that, and then on Saturday, yesterday, because we're recording this on Sunday, it decided that it was gonna get worse. So we went out
much worse.
Much worse. We went out sledding with some other friends that we have here with Hypo Slug's girlfriend, and then we went out with some other friends and sled down a really big golf course hill.
Yeah, boy.
And that was all Gooch squad and whatnot. It was pretty fun. You want to tell? You want to like sidetrack from our main story and tell that story from yesterday?
Which one?
The one where I just went.
Oh God! All right. So what had happened was on this golf course. We probably went about a fifth of the way up. We were not about to walk this entire hole. It was probably I bet a 5. It was a par 5. So I'm betting it was every bit of 500 yards, 400 or 500 yards, something like that. But the problem is that coming from the tee box, which is where you begin for any of you non-golf.
Like me, I have no idea what a tee box is.
None of you non-golfers.
Right,
it's just where you hit the ball from on your first whack at it. And so we were not about to walk the entire way uphill to the tee box. So we were like, you know what? Let's just go from this one little hill. This hole was really hilly, so...
Yeah, and from where we started sledding all the way down to the bottom, it was probably a good 100 yards.
Oh, yeah, every bit. It was at least, 100, 110 yards.
100?
Yeah, so, we get up there, we go down it. Actually, when we first go, the two other friends we were with said, all right, so... when you go down it, make sure you're careful, because there are some like sewer holes, or like manhole covers,
but like in the middle of a golf field.
Yeah, like just in the middle of the golf field.
Golf course.
A golf course, yeah, or in the middle of the fairway. We were like, what the heck? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. Why you just, have them there?
A shiva.
Yeah. So, of course, I hit it first go. Like, and I don't just hit it. I hit it hard. Like, it knocks the breath out of me.
Going down the first time was really funny. They were all, like, wondering who was going to, they were all like, all right, so who's going to go first? And so finally after while they were still complaining about who was going first, I was like, screw you guys. And then I went first. And I made it all the way down, missed every single hole, caught some air on the way down, and that was pretty lit. And then I slid all the way down. And when I hit the bottom, I actually landed right next to the hole. And I picked up the flag that was laying on the ground, and I started waving it around, but none of you saw it. And I was like, you guys are going to think this is funny. And none of you laughed. None of you laughed. And I was like, oh, man. And then Aaron just screams out, Charles, you all right? And I was like, my name's Raccoon Jesus, but yeah.
Who? And so... Anyways, you know, we decided we're gonna go up again, even though it's a terrible walk uphill. It's all uphill. There's no breaks in it. And so we get up a second time. Was it the second time that it happened?
It was the second time.
It was the second time. So, you know, Raccoon Jesus over here being the big shot that he thinks he is.
I am. Screw off.
He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go first.
Again.
And yeah, I'm gonna go first again.
No, our two other friends went first.
Yeah, Aaron went first, actually.
Yeah, Aaron went first.
Aaron went first.
And then Jenny went first. And then Jenny went.
Jenny went after you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you went second. So Aaron goes first, and then our other Raccoon Jesus here goes second, and I didn't really see exactly what happened. All I remember was I was talking to Jenny, and then I look over, and Raccoon Jesus is on the ground. Like,
yeah, the sled flew away. You know, nothing big.
And he's not moving either. So I was kind of worried, but at the same time I was like, I mean, I don't think anything happened. And I couldn't really see how far he had gotten, because I mean, I was at like a bad angle to see any distance. So Jenny just goes past him. She's like, Charles! And he's like,
my name's Raccoon Jesus!
Yeah, no, he did not say anything.
I didn't say anything.
I did not say anything.
I didn't say anything.
And then, you know, I go past him, and I think I screamed like turtle power or something like that.
I think you might have. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I
actually wouldn't know.
I think I screamed turtle power, and I don't know what I was thinking, but we get down to the bottom, and all I see is Aaron and Jenny walking back up to the top, and
where Raccoon Jesus just lays.
He's still there.
Now,
like,
some backstory. Not backstory. So my perspective, right? So Aaron goes first, and then your boy here goes down second. I didn't slide 20 feet before I was going one way, and I wanted to go the other. So I steered So we were sledding. I steered the sled completely opposite direction, flipped off of the sled, either hit my head on the ground or the sled knocked my ass unconscious, and I laid there for a while.
He was there, not gonna lie, like a good 5-6 minutes.
And then, so what I remember is hitting my head, and then somebody touching me on the neck, and it was Erin, and she was like, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. And then Jenny was like, me too, but I didn't want to get too close. And I was like, thanks, guys.
And, you know, I follow up behind, and, you know, I'm not taking the situation seriously at all.
Oh, no, like, he's like, Raccoon Jesus, yite.
Yite, boy.
No.
And, you know, Jenny and Aaron are over here convinced that Charles died for a good solid 5-6 minutes.
Oh, man, I was legally dead for at least 2.
And... and he, you know, I didn't see him move to, like, sit up at all while they were there. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it wasn't that he's aight. Like, I just said, yite, hoping that yeah, I'm good. Because when I said, are you aight, like, he didn't answer. And I was like,
nope,
oh.
I didn't give anything.
I was like, oh, this may have just turned into a situation.
Uh-oh. We might have to carry it. 4 kids went on to the fairway. 3 came out.
And so...
Okay.
So we get him up, and He's telling us that.
Oh, by the way, when I stand up, they're like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then immediately lose my balance and almost fall over again.
And my favorite part too is how like at that point we didn't realize that you had like passed out or like you got knocked out or anything. We just kind of like half expected like you were just like laying there to just kind of catch your breath or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he was like, "How did you guys get up here so fast?" And we're like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, "Aaron, I thought you slid all the way down."
She's like, "Yeah, I did." And you're like, "Did you like run up here?" She's like, "No, I walked." She's like, "Cause I hit my head and landed, and then literally immediately after I felt you touch my neck." She's like, "I didn't touch your neck for another 5-10 minutes." But yeah, so we you know, it's the roads were definitely icy after yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The ice. And
are
the
we back on this? Are we back on the real? All right. So sorry to get sidetracked, but now we're back on the real story.
So it's Sunday, right? So I have to be back in college, which is 4 hours away from here by tomorrow.
On Monday.
On Monday, because I have 3 classes on Monday, and guess where I'm not right now. So I'm not at school. So we figured, we've been together 3 days, 2-3 daes. We're like, all right.
Yeah, I can't stand him anymore. He can't stand me, so might as well, get out of here.
Yeah, just skedaddle.
Ski-dee-lay.
Yeah, boy. So we're like, all right. I'm gonna go see my girlfriend one more time, and the raccoon Jesus is gonna go home.
Yep, that's
to his hole.
I'm gonna go back to my hidey hole where I reside.
Yeah, boy. And we we leave my house, and we don't even get like half a mile from my house, and you can tell this better than I can because you were like right there.
Yeah. Okay, so we came out of Hypo Slug's house, and we were driving around. The roads are still pretty icy, but I have a front wheel drive car, and he has like a four-wheel drive car. So which doesn't work right now, of course. So we were driving back, and while we were on the road, we hadn't even made it. I want to say we hadn't even made it a quarter of a mile away from his house, and there was this douche nozzle on the road that was in like a Jeep Grand Cherokee that was like quote unquote souped up. And the guy in it was driving with his buddy, and they were like purposely fishtailing to where like you couldn't actually like when your back tires like are sliding around but your front ones aren't, and like you're just going around going wee. Well, this guy was he was on something. Him and his buddy were just having fun driving around. He was in the right lane. And then he gets over into the left lane, and I was like, this guy's pretty funny. Little nigga, little friend here.
You better not.
Yeah, you better not. And so I slow down a little, not too much. Obviously, I didn't pump my brakes because that's a bad idea. So yeah, I'm driving carefully and whatnot. And then he gets back over into the right lane, and I'm like, okay, so he's driving in the good lane now. And then he pulls over onto the side of the road, and it looked like his buddy's about to get out, but he doesn't. Instead, he parks there for a second, and so I go around him. Well, I'm trying to, and as soon as I get around him, he speeds out in front of me, puts his hand up, and speeds out in front of me, and like going, "Thanks for letting me by." I was like, "Definitely not letting you by, dude." And so, I at that time I didn't pump on my brakes, but I like gingerly stepped on him. It was definitely a good push. And Connor, Hypo Slug had, seen me stopped a little, so he'd already put on his brake. But he put on his brake like right before the ice, and so it didn't really matter that he was kind of slowing down. The ice had already taken him, and he was already sliding. But he slid right into the back of my car. And so, I'm sitting there, the dude drives by, I'm like, okay, cool, I can move, boom! And I'm like, oh, crap. And so I'm like, oh god, and so I throw my keys out of my ignition. I get back. I get out of the car. I'm like, Connor, you all right? Hyposlug, you all right? Fuck. Hyposlug, you all right? And he goes, yeah, dude, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm all good. And then the dude in the Jeep Grand Cherokee just keeps driving. I'm like, you're such a dick.
I feel like he looked at us and
he did. He actually,
like, oh shit.
He did. He looked behind us. I mean, he looked behind him, looked at us, and then kept driving. And I was like, what a douche. And so, you know, we're sitting here trying to figure out what to do. I got out and I looked at my car. I mean, obviously I knew there was going to be damage.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't like, we're not mad or anything because we're such good friends that we don't like. He hit me. It doesn't matter. So, you know, we're sitting there and I looked at it and I put a dent. You know, he put a dent in my trunk and whatnot. And so I'm going to need like a new rear bumper, a new trunk cover. Like a new trunk lid, and I'm gonna need a new rear tail light. And his car is gonna need what? Like a fender.
I'm gonna need a fender, a bumper, a headlight, a grill. It's weird. More things on my car got messed up. Like I think yours definitely got messed up worse, but like I hit more parts on my car.
Exactly. You hit more.
I hit right on the corner enough to just like mess up more stuff.
Oh, and it bent to where you couldn't move your tire.
Oh yeah, I tried to move my car out of the road at least because there were like people stacking up behind us, and I noticed I couldn't even turn like my wheel because like my bumper had like bent into my tire, and I was like, what, why?
Yeah.
Like, so.
And yeah, so. Connor's Hyposlug. Hyposlug's dad comes to get us, and you know I call my mom because his car's under her name, so I'm like, hey mom, I don't know what we should do, and she goes, you know, just it's with the Tom, so it's pretty fine, you know, it'll be all right.
My dad is a auto body repairman, so he kind of fixes car. He fixes this kind of stuff every day. So it's the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, we'll pay for it, no problem. Like,
no police were called, no insurance was exchanged.
I mean, like, the only payment that's really coming out of it is like, he's gonna fix his car for free.
Yeah.
So like, we don't really have to worry about it.
There's not really much of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't go on either of our insurances.
No, and I mean, if you really wanted to, yeah, I would be more than willing to pay for whatever needed to be done on your vehicle.
It doesn't need to.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just try to be a nice friend, but it's okay.
Here's the thing. I would say yes. I probably wouldn't anyways, but I would
I would say yes. No, I wouldn't. But I would say yes.
I would say yes. I'm lying.
I'm straight up lying to you right now. But I would say yes.
I'm lying to your face. I would say maybe if you were at fault, but I was definitely at fault. Insurance-wise.
Yeah.
For the insurance, when we made the claim, they would have been like, yeah, you douche nozzle. Hyposlug's at fault. They probably wouldn't say Hyposlug because that's literally not my name.
Oh no.
But
wait,
yeah.
That's not your real name?
No.
What?
Yeah, weird.
You've been lying to me this whole time?
I thought you knew.
No.
My bad.
It's okay.
I feel awful.
It's okay.
However, I do feel awful for that because Charles, God.
Raccoon Jesus.
Raccoon Jesus was
Who's Charles?
Was so ready to go home.
I was real ready to go home. I haven't been home in 3 days. I hadn't showered in 3 days. I hadn't smoked a head of lettuce in 3 days.
Yeah, boy.
I don't smoke lettuce.
And I could tell that he was ready to go home, see his girlfriend.
Yeah, I was headed to go see my girlfriend, but it's fine. I didn't want to get into anything.
I wasn't in a rush or anything.
Well, I mean, I really wasn't. I was trying to take it slow so I didn't crash or anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But you know what happened? I crashed.
Yeah, boy.
So.
You didn't crash. You got crashed into.
Yeah, boy.
And I don't know if this made it any the situation any lighter or anything, but we decided one thing that might be funny is if we went on Twitter and vaguely, kind of vaguely talked about what happened. Never specified exactly what happened, but
and so either you know, we were fixing a car situation, or we were talking about getting it on
homosexual relations.
Yeah, homoerotic volleyball montages. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that was a rough time. So then
It was rough. It was rough. We after that, I mean, it was so rough that we just had to go back to Hyposlug's house.
Yeah, we came back here
and now you're watching this lovely video of Hyposlug playing a game.
Yay!
Which isn't even being commentated on. We're not even commentating on the game. We're just...
And there you guys have it. There's a story of my first accident. It was not a fun experience, but I don't think it could have turned out any better. If I was going to have an accident, I'm glad that it was with racoonjesus. I mean, we're such good friends that, you know, I don't think anyone would have been as understanding as he was. So, you know, I'm glad if I was going to get out of the way that it was with him. Overall, 0 out of 10 rating, definitely. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Hopefully I can bring more funny stories about my life to you guys. But it was fun. Alright, thanks guys.